Nigeria and the Republic of South Korea have resolved to deepen and enhance the highly beneficial relations between the two countries to a level that better reflects the sizes of their economies, shared democratic values, and dynamism of their industrious people. This formed the major highlights of the high-level talks between President Muhammadu Buhari and his South Korean counterpart in Seoul. State House correspondent Adam Sambo reports.
This is President Muhammadu Buhari's first official visit to South Korea since coming to power in 2015. It is equally the first formal engagement between the Nigerian leader and President Yoon Suk-yeol of the Republic of South Korea. Since the establishment of bilateral ties in 1980, however, both countries enjoy robust relations with volume of trade between them driven mainly by Korea's manufactured goods and Nigeria's oil and gas rising to $2 billion in 2021. Discussions between the president and the Korean leader centered on ways and means of widening the scope of trade relations and economic cooperation between their countries beyond the long-standing gas supply contracts.
They see Nigeria as a very big and a very important market, and so I think that the takeaway clearly is going to be a greater Korean investment in Nigeria. And they emphasize the importance of Mr. President being here personally and engaging with all these actors, the economic actors as well as the political actors, be able to showcase, really what Nigeria has to offer in these areas. And I might add that there were also some Nigerian entrepreneurs and business people who were also here meeting with their Korean counterparts. So I think the clear and obvious takeaway is this increased investments, Korean investment in Nigeria. They spoke about the measures that are being taken, including some agreements that will be signed to, enable increased trade between our two countries.
On piracy in the Gulf of Guinea, to which Korean ships had fallen victim, President Buhari noted that the level of attacks had decreased considerably over the last 1 year due to the provision of equipment to the Nigerian Navy and NIMASA by government, and commended the Korean authorities for the supply of a naval vessel towards enhancing security in the maritime domain.
They also talked about defense cooperation, and of course they were, recognized some of the security challenges that Nigeria has been facing in the areas of security. And the South Korean president talked about, the support that they were ready to provide Nigeria in this context. We also talked about the missile tests that are being conducted by North Korea, and Mr. President, emphasized that it was very important for global peace and security that there should be peace on the Korean peninsula, and that was a position that Nigeria would support even at the multilateral level.
President Yoon Suk-yeol had sympathized with President Buhari over the massive havoc and human losses caused by floods in parts of Nigeria. Both leaders also discussed the need for cooperation at the multilateral level, particularly at the United Nations, with South Korea indicating interest to vie for a Security Council seat in 2024, and sought Nigeria's support, including the country's plan to host the 2030 Expo. From Seoul, South Korea, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.